MTN's Matt Holzaffel took a trip as far north as he legally can to find out what life is like at the border during a pandemic.
During the pandemic, a lot of jobs have changed. Being a U.S. Border Patrol agent is no exception. With the U.S.-Canada border closed to all non-essential travel, the role that these agents take on is quite different.
We would apprehend people, we would bring them back to the station, we would identify them, classify them, and we would process them. Now we're operating under Title 42 of the United States Code. When we encounter illegal border crossers and we apprehend them at the border, we'll actually process them mobily using biometrics in the field and then expelling them immediately back into their last country of transit, which in our case is Canada.
One consequence of the border being closed to most, apprehensions in the Havre sector are down 67% from last year. When Agent Jones and his staff heard about the border limits back in March, they were ready.
This isn't the first time that this has happened. It's happened over the years. We've already had a plan in place. One of the things that we've done since then is we've deployed more agents to the field.
Up in Havre and all across the country's borders, officials say keeping America's citizens and its borders safe is priority number one.
The Border Patrol has come up with several procedures that limit the exposure and the risk, not only to the Border Patrol agents, but also to our facilities and our assets and the American people, and still allows us to safeguard our nation's borders.
There's also been more communication and teamwork between U.S. and Canadian officials to make sure the border remains secure during the pandemic. Now, Agent Jones also told me that the decision to reopen the border will fall on Canadian officials, although it's expected to remain closed to all non-essential travel until at least September 21st. In Havre, Matt Holzaffel, MTN News.
Agent Jones said they expected more people to try and enter the country illegally, with the ports of entry turning most people away. That's why they have enlisted the help of additional agents since the pandemic began.